Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Thought I would do this little video showing you just some of the flowers around the backyard. So, this is back here on the back porch. I have 2 large containers. Both of them are full of plants. Some are kind of like experimentals. So, but these are my 2 big containers on the back porch. And I've got, let's see, right now in the center that was supposed to be standing up a little taller was this salvia that I picked up. And that's more of a hummingbird type plant, see that? And then this is a form of purslane that does these little pretty poofy flowers. You can see them. The little centers are all like little pom-poms. Now, I will say it's finally blooming, which I'm happy, but this thing has done nothing but give me green growth. See, there's another flower down there. Isn't that pretty? This thing has given me nothing but green growth for the longest time, and it's huge. See how much it spills over? So it's a great spiller. It just takes forever for it to start blooming. And then in this too, I have, these are dahlias. They're cactus dahlias I grew from seed. So I'm looking forward to those blooming a little later this year. That's a form of sun coleus. And then, of course, I've got a little lantana in there, because I know it's going to take the heat when everything gets hot. And then over here, what we were focused on is this is another form of purslane. So that one with a little pom-pom flower is a purslane, and this is another one. And we call it flowering purslane. This one's a common one we use at work, and I absolutely adore it. And it gets a lot of blooms on it. It doesn't get as huge, green-wise, but it's a great ground. It'll fill in an area and give these pretty pink flowers. And then some more of the dahlia I raised from seed. Oh, we got almost 2 inches of water last night. That happened this morning early. And then I have this really dark, it's going to be a dark-leaved elephant ear is the centerpiece in this one. And unfortunately, I've got a grasshopper I got to get rid of. You can see him there. I'll be flicking him off in a minute. And then more of the coleus in the back. And then the other flower, Mike really likes these. I have them in both tubs, but I have this one called a bat face kufia. Now the kufia, look, it's got little bat faces on it. The kufia will attract the hummingbirds too. I've got a couple different varieties, but this is the bat face. And Michael really likes it. And then over in this little pot here, I got that pot from Michael's mom. And then that's a scented geranium. And I'll actually be moving that to be over here by where we sit, because when you brush against it, it smells like roses on the porch. And it's getting ready to bloom. And then right next to it, I just wanted to tuck in something different. That's a variegated form of basil. It's just for fragrance and looks. I like the variegated leaves. And then the other pot I've got that I'm experimenting with is these beautiful dwarf cannas. Look at that. I think, what was that? Peachy. That's a bronze peach canna is what that is. It's a dwarf canna. So it's made to put in pots. But I'm thinking about doing these next year at the church, if I can get them again. But look at them, get ready to bloom. So they're beautiful bronze leaves, dark leaves, and these peachy flowers. And then the plant in the middle is actually a bay tree, like the real bay leaves that you cook with. So that's my bay tree. So I had to get a new one this year, and because the frost took my last one out. And that's my new bay tree. And then in the bottom, the contrast is real pretty. I use that Delospermum. I don't have any little pink blooms on it yet, but I will soon. But that's in the bottom of that. So it makes a nice little container like that. So I'm looking at something like that maybe at the church next year. And then I have other stuff, like I've got sago palms. These come from work. You can see I'm getting new fronds on that one. These sagos come out of people's yards, and so I'm just kind of saving their life and bringing them back up. And then over here, there's my totems. I finally moved everybody outside. Since they've been inside, they're over on this side of the cloth, of the out of the sun, and then they'll get moved into full sun eventually. I just got to be easy moving stuff into full sun. Oh, and this is an adenium, a desert rose. So yes, it doesn't have flowers on it, doesn't have leaves, because it's come outside. You can see the caudex is real nice and fat, and I'm trying to get it, potted up to get that caudex to fatten up. But I wanted it to branch out more, so the first cut I made was here. And then this year, I pinched back those. So now I have new growth coming out. There's bud. There's a bud. I've got a bud up here. There's a bud right there. So hopefully, I won't have to do too much more trimming on it. Looks like I got a little bitty bud coming right there. Right there. There's one. So that's one of those project plants that you have for years to make it do what you want. And then here is, let's see, there's my red Mexican bird of paradise. So it's coming back again this year. The one I brought home from you guys' house. So it's coming out. When it gets hot, it'll really take off. But it got repotted and fresh dirt and everything this year. And then down here is another pot. And that's just all green right now. This is a sweet potato vine. And you can see how different it is. This is called Medusa. It is shorter. It stays more compact, and it's got that real cool ferny look. And then that's an actual banana tree. I had somebody give me that little banana tree, so we put them in that pot. I think they'll be fine. And then you come over here. This is my little strawberry patch. I don't know if I got any little strawberries in there right now. I had a couple the other day. Oh, there's one down there. You can see a little strawberry way down there. And then there's some little green strawberries still. You can hear the baby birds. And then this here, growing up through the side of it, is a pawpaw tree. I have grown this from seed. This one is the most successful. I have 2 more that aren't near this big. And I've had that for 3 years now. They say at 6th to 7th year, it'll actually produce pawpaws. So, and then I come over here. Oh, here we go. They're not going to be quiet till somebody notices them. There you go. Hi, guys. That is Cinnamon and the 5 babies in the chicken tractor. And then over here, you can see that I am having my speckled, this is my flashy butter gem lettuce that we really like. They quit selling these seeds, so I'm letting this one go to seed, and I'm trying to save seed this year off of it. There is a little calendula next to it. This tomato here is called a Brad's Atomic Grape, and that's the biggest those have ever been. Normally, they're about half that size. But when they ripen, they'll be like an orange, purple, it'll be an orange, purple, and green hue. They're pretty, and they do taste very good. They have an excellent flavor. And this plant produces a lot. You can see even more coming out. Here's one of my main calendula plants. And this is the calendulas that I use. I actually drying the flowers to use them. So I pick the flowers off as they come out. And then here's some pepper plants. I've got a couple pepper plants. I think these are shishitos in here. I think those are the shishitos. And then that's also called a ground cherry. This thing is here. That's a ground cherry. So, yeah, that's shishitos. There, see the peppers? I think those are shishito. Let me look. I'm pretty sure they are. No, these are Sugar Rush Peach. Oh, these are Sugar Rush Peach. Okay. Sugar Rush Peach is the name of that one. It's supposed to be a little hot, but it's also supposed to be sweet. So that's Sugar Rush Peach. And then these are, they're like from the Tomatillo family, and they'll get little cherry looking, like little tiny round fruits that are yellow. And they're real good. They're like little sweet fruits. And they'll be yellow. So that husk will turn yellow when they're ripe. Here's some more lettuce going to seed, which I may have to sacrifice one because this is the container I have my Kajari melons in, and they're just not getting enough sunlight back there. So I'm going to have to sacrifice, I think, these and just take the seed off a couple other plants. Oh, and these are carrots. I tried my hand at growing carrots this year. There's a couple carrots in there, like 3 left. I'll be pulling those this weekend to have with dinner. And then I have in here, I've got cauliflower. You can see my little cauliflower head down in there. And then some more peppers. I think, what are these? These are the ones, oh, Dad, those are Dad's orange. See, let me show you. It says Dad's orange on the tag, so that's the way they're labeled. I got those seeds from you a couple years ago, and that's what these are. So now they're starting to make those little orange snack peppers. That's an old broccoli plant. I think I got to tear that out, cut it off, so it doesn't disturb the peppers, and give that to the chickens. But I harvested the broccoli off of it. But these are the Marconi. This is a red sweet pepper I like really well. I'm real happy with those. I love those. Here's some more cauliflower. Trying to go to head. And this is another one of my tomato plants. Oh, see the calendula blooming? There's one of my tomato plants. And this is one of my favorite tomatoes in the world. And for some reason, we're not getting a lot of fruit set on this one. I've already pruned it once. And I'm going to have to go back and prune again. Because it keeps wanting to make suckers. But I like it. This thing's got to come off. This one here has to come off. But look at all the blooms. And I'm just not getting a lot of fruit set. So I've got to, and now it's stretching over there. I got to do something about this one. I have 2 of these, and I'm not getting any of those tomatoes right yet. Which, that's my favorite tomato in the world, and it's not making many. So. But okay, so this video's 11, almost 12 minutes long. It's going to be about 12 minutes long. And then I'll do another one. I wanted to do one in the middle of the day so you could see those flowers blooming, because the purslane flowers don't come out. Oh, and of course, yeah, we've got irises. That came with the house, so we let those grow up. And they bloomed earlier this year. Nasty little grasshoppers. I'm sick and tired of grasshoppers. They're bad this year. So, but yep. And then I'll do another one here in a day or 2 and show you maybe the backyard where I have, back in the backyard where I have the cucumbers and the tomatoes back there. You guys gonna say hi? Oh my goodness, look how big you are. Yeah, look how big you are. See that little rooster? The one right in front, he's a rooster. And then that's a little hen right there. She's a little sweetheart. She's a little hen. And that little rooster, I think, that's a little hen, and then back there's another hen. See, they jump on her back and sit on her back all the time. I think it's kind of funny. One of them, and I think it's that one back there, has a owie on its foot. So I've been doctoring it. I still think it's a little, I don't know if it's a hen or a rooster. That one's got me perplexed. That big one right there is definitely a rooster. He's ornery. Oh, she must have found a bug. Alright, we'll get another one made here in the next day or 2 and load it up. Bye.